Welcome to the Dell Park Arena for the second game of a back-to-back nights for the under 14 AAA. Generals are going to have to regroup big time from last night and their effort against Whippy as they got shut down by the Whippy Wildcats 5-0 at home. So they get another opportunity here on their own home ice at a different arena now as we're at the Dell Park, looking to dethrone the Central Ontario Wolves here on this evening. They've played once this year, and the Generals were able to squeak out a victory in that game right here at this very same arena not too long ago. And they're going to start out with the forward line of Chapman, Bartlett, and Davidson, with Emerson Davis and Kobe Heyer back on defense. And we're ready for the puck drop here to start things off. As Chapman takes the draw, and there it is. Davis going after the loose puck there at his own bench. Back into the Oshawa and goes Heyer after it and fires it around for Bartlett to try and get it out. Kept in there at the line there by Bagshaw, trying to put it in behind the goal. Around the boards with a pass that comes up through center. Knocked down here by Bartlett as he brings it in. Phoenix is in goal for Central Ontario, and Noah Hardy is in goal for your Oshawa Generals. That goes down the ice and back into the corner. Here comes Davis after it. Davis is coming after this loose puck off the boards. Bartlett's going to dump that in. Right back into the corner is Riley Brandt coming after it back in his own end. From his own zone there, it's going to be Central Ontario to try and get rid of it out of that zone. And the Generals pick that up on the left side. Centering pass, Jackman shot. Stopped there by Phoenix. His first save of the game. Face-off now is off to his right. Jackman trying to win the draw here. That'll come out and Nash will scoop it up. Zach Nash from his own end will drop it off to the other side for Sterling. A lead pass up through center for Owen Dobbs. Scoops that up as he tried to bring it up over the line. Dobbs is off into that left corner to try and set it up in front. He takes a hit in behind the goal, and Central Ontario get the opportunity to clear. And it's up through center, going for the pass. Knocked down here at center ice there by Sterling as he tries to bring it in. And we're getting our first penalty. It's going to come to Central Ontario, and it'll come for hooking. Faceoff is coming off to the left now of the Central Ontario end. Trying to win that draw back here for Ethan Sterling. Sterling is going to put it off to the side for Jackman back down low. It's in behind the goal now. Sterling will keep that in. Off here to the side. Generals working on their power play. Back down low into the corner again. Back here for Sterling. Goes over his stick and out. He'll pick this one back up in his own end. Rails over his stick, and here comes a chance for Central Ontario to bring it in. Number 85 waiting at it front for a pass. He gets it, and he scores. Number 85, short-handed, snaps it in. And a short-handed goal makes it 1-0 Wolves early. Face-off now from center. Short-handed goal. Number 85 was waiting in front of the net and then snapped it past Nolan Hardy to make things 1-0 Central Ontario, not exactly 2 minutes into the game here. Still have a minute 34 left on the Generals power play. Trying to win this draw here. It'll be dropped, and an opportunity now to come after it. There was Hutchings and Bartlett. Bartlett trying to bring it in. He rolled over his stick, kept in there from the line by LePage. Here's Hutchings trying to shoot that in front of the net. Back and behind the goal it goes to try and set things up. Taken away by Central Ontario as they fired around. That's LePage cutting it off on the wall. LePage will put it back in behind the net there for Hutchings again. Hutchings will set it up for Bartlett, trying to shoot it. Drops it off instead for Davis. His pass is broken up by number 85. Trying to show the speed, but good job there by Blowen. Took it away from him. Elliott Blowen from his own end brings us in. He comes up over the line now. Drops it for Hutchings. Can't shoot. And it got kept in there from the line. Here comes another chance. Chapman shot this time. That'll get sticked aside there by Phoenix. Bartlett with the loose puck. Trying to put it down low here again for Hutchings. Max Hutchings tried to get around the defender in that right corner. Hutchings is still over there trying to win the battle, and they finally get it free. Back here to the line. Blowing, keeps control of it, pushes it off to the side, back in behind the goal. Hutchings is trying to get away from the checker. Around the boards it goes, kept in here by LePage. From that line, he tried to shoot that. It goes behind the goal again for Chapman and Bartlett. Chapman picks up the puck now. Ethan Chapman with that loose puck to try and get it back here for LePage again. LePage will give Chapman a shot. There's a stop there by Phoenix. Slapped around the boards, and that'll come out past Blowin. Oh, and that'll do it for the penalty, as the hooking penalty to Central Ontario is over, and they got a short-handed goal to go with it. LePage tried to fire it around here for Jackman, who tips it up. Here comes a chance here for Gallinaro to try and get through. Owen Dobbs picks it off and tips it into the corner. Dobbs tries to win that puck here on the other side to try and get it back here for Kobe Higher. Dobbs and Jackman trying to win at that loose puck here on the left side. He can't get it back there for Higher, so they're digging away at it. Higher shot on net is whistled in wide. Kept in here by Central Ontario as they move it away. Tipped off through center, trying to dump it back in, and here comes Dobbs bringing it up. There's Gallinaro as well. Here's Jackman, but they can't take the pass, or he would have been right in close against Phoenix. Kept in here from the line, a shot. Stopped by Phoenix, rebound! They score! Owen Dobbs out in front of the net, cashes on a rebound, and we're tied at 1. Dobbs in the right place at the right time, got that rebound and pots the Generals' first goal here of the game to tie things at 1. That goes into the corner. Higher coming after that in his own end, will backhand it away, taken away by Central Ontario. Kept in here from the line. Here's Fleming a shot. Stopped there by Nolan Hardy in his pads, and he holds on to it. Winning that draw. Zach Naish puts it behind the goal there for Sterling as he tried to get rid of it. Out of the zone, back shot, keeps that in. Good job by him. Sterling trying to get here on the other side. From behind his own goal, drops it off. Here comes a chance. Chapman's not going to get there. Fired in over the glove hand of Hardy back behind the net. Here comes a chance now for Sterling to skate away with it up through center. Getting away from number 85 and brought it up there for Riley Brandt. Brandt a shot on net. Kicked aside by Phoenix as he put it up over his own net. Trying to get this back here to the line. It's another opportunity to shoot, and he can't get there. Here comes another chance. Rolled in on net. Steered aside there by Phoenix out of the zone. Back in behind the net it goes here for Central Ontario. It comes around the other side. Chance to clear it away as they get the through center. Chapman knocks his man at the puck and goes Sterling after it. Sterling from his own end gets it over here now for Naish. Gonna look for a chance to get this up, and it's a lead pass going over Davidson down the ice for icing. Face-off now is off to the right of Hardy. And it's going to be Bathgate who's going to take this draw just off to his right. Jackman will take it on the Generals' end. Now Jackman will get kicked out and Bluen will take it. Coart is in there as well. Not going to get there. Back shot. Bathgate a shot. Stopped there by Hardy. Bathgate again will take this draw just off to the right. This time Jackman will get keeping the draw and win it. Bluen fires it around. That goes over Bartlett. Back into the zone from behind the net as it goes all the way down for icing. Bathgate takes the draw. So does Jackman. Jackman wins the draw. Court will pick this up here in front. Around the boards it goes. Here comes a chance now. Max Hutchings with it. Trying to get it up there for Jackman. Jackman's trying to show off some speed to get around Quinn. Gets around O'Shea. Tried to bring it in. Jams it in foot. What a pass to the other side. Just got tipped wide by Bartlett. Back comes Central Ontario the other way with Bathgate. Turning it over. LePage off the boards. Up here for Hutchings with a drop pass for Chapman over his stick. Chapman trying to get here on the other side. As he tried to dump this back into the corner, it goes right back in behind the net. Another opportunity to try and come after it here in the zone. It's off here to the side for Chapman as he tried to dump it out in front. Chapman back here to the line. Davis, shot on goal, is going to go in wide. Picked up here by Oshawa off the back end boards. He's trying to get it back here to the line here for a chance. Fired away back into the corner. Chapman will scoop it up. Chapman is keeping control of it and tries to dump it back in here for Higher. Taken away as that goes over the stick of Higher as he tried to touch him up. It'll be a high stick. Chapman's now going to take this draw just outside of the blue line. One there by Bagshaw. Tip right back in. From behind the net, Hardy's going to leave it back there. He'll leave it for Higher. Higher almost had it poked away off his stick as it comes around here for Dobbs to try and sweep it away. Dobbs gets hit into the boards there by Medor and will get a whistle. It's going to be Jackman who takes this draw now. Wins it. Gets it back there for Emerson Davis. Trying to backhand it away up there for Brandt over his stick. And Fleming dumps it back in. Higher knocks it down and will pick it back up in his own end with a pass. That was almost picked off, but now tipped away for Jackman as he brings it in. Ethan Jackman going strong up over the line. Gets it around Fleming as he goes behind the goal. He tried to set it up here back to the line. It goes into the corner. Right back at in front. That pass is going to get picked off and taken away here by Central Ontario. From up out of their own end, they try and get around the defender. He'll get punched into the boards as that's back in behind the net for Jackman, trying to tip it away. Jackman will move it up there for Brandt as he moves it in. And Jackman comes in through center. Jackman's shot is blocked on the way through by O'Shea, but he gets his own rebound. Ethan Jackman tried to get it back there to the line for Naish, along with Brandt on that right-left corner. Brandt gets it back here to the line again. Riley Brandt right to the slot area. Here's a shot by Davidson on net. Stopped by Phoenix, but he couldn't cover it. Central Ontario trying to get it out of their own end. They'll get it out, and Naish kept it in, but his shot is whistled wide past the right pad of Phoenix. Back into the corner it goes. Coming around the boards here for Zach Naish again. Back around the other side here for Central Ontario. He'll fire it around, and Naish is going to cut it off. Naish will with a backhand off to the left side to try and walk it out. It's Hutchings now. Max Hutchings back here to the line, just out of the reach of Naish, who's going to pick that up. Naish gets it over here for Sterling as he goes for the pass. Chapman will bring it in. Bringing it up over the line to try and shoot. He'll go off to the right corner and fire it around the boards again for Naish. Zach Naish tried to win the battle here on the left side as he couldn't get it back here to the line. Hutchings got it back here for Naish. Naish's shot stopped there by Phoenix on the shot to the goal. Face-off now is coming off to the left of the Central Ontario end. One there by Central Ontario. They can't get it out. Ground rolling over the stick here. Here comes the chance. Number 85 trying to get around the defender. He's got a man going to the front of the goal. He can't get one out in front to him, though. That goes over the stick of Nolan Lee, who's got to go back here to get it. Lee is going back in his own end. He's going to get followed by Gallinaro. Around the boards it goes. Bluen loses his footing. That leads to a chance here for Central Ontario to get it up here for Bathgate. As that goes over the stick there at the line. Jackman will pick this up here in his own end and start it out. Ethan Jackman from his own zone brings it in. Now comes up over the line and tries to take the shot. Instead pushes it behind the goal. Jackman with that loose puck now. He'll fire it right back in behind as it's going to come around the other side here for Higher. He'll take a bump, trying to win this battle. Taken away here by Central Ontario, not out. It's going to roll just outside. Emerson Davis will scoop it up. Davis here to the other side. Here comes Dobbs now. Dobbs' drop pass. Chapman a shot just over the blocker hand of Phoenix. Gallinaro went for the hit. Off here to the side. They're trying to dig away at it. Gallinaro is digging away with everything he's got to try and get the puck free. Away from Bathgate, and it comes free out through center. Big hit there on the other side by Gallinaro as he picks this up. Mason Gallinaro's backhand got knocked down here by Court, and he couldn't go with the puck. Here comes Chapman. He's trying to get around Quinn for the opportunity. Chapman goes off to the right side. He'll take it in behind the goal to try and set it up. Instead, he tried to go back here to the line. It's back from behind the goal to try and jam it out in front. Here comes a chance for Naish, but it went over his stick. Zach Naish will fire this back into the corner now for Davidson. Braden Davidson trying to get around the defender, dropped it off. Walking out shot, stopped there by Phoenix, and he'll hold on to the rebound. Face-off is off to the right now of the Oshawa end. Or the Central Ontario end, sorry. Chapman kicked out of the draw. Now Davidson's going to come in to take it. 4 And it's going to be a one draw by Central Ontario. Behind the goal is Lee to try and get it around. Back here to the line again for Naish. And that rolled over his stick. He tried to pick this up. Naish getting in here against Medor. Brought in here by Bathgate. Tripped up. And we're going to get a penalty coming up here for tripping. Bathgate is going to take this draw in the Oshawa end. Just off to the right. Wins it back here for Bovin. Bovin's not going to shoot it. That goal was in wide on the shot from the line. Cut in by Cowart, and we'll get a whistle. Face-off gets won by Oshawa. Coming around the boards here for Blowen, who fires it out. Not out. Kept in there by Fleming as he puts it behind the goal. Here comes a chance for Blowen now. Blowen lost control of it. Here comes a chance now for Bathgate. Back here to the line for Bovin. He'll get it over to the other side. Bathgate, a shot. Goes off the crossbar. Kept in here by Fleming. Off the boards from behind the net to try and get it out. Bovin will pick this up. Trying to pick this up in his own end. Bartlett picks it off. Trying to get this out of his own end. From behind the goal goes another opportunity to try and sweep it behind the net. Here comes another opportunity to keep this from behind his own goal. He'll skate this away and look for the pass by Fleming to the other side. They try and bring it in for Bathgate. He brings it up over the line to get around Davis for a chance. He's back in behind the goal. Bathgate keeps control. Can't shoot. Keeps control of it again. Back here to the line for Fleming. Bathgate one-timer. Goes into the corner. Trying to get this again. It goes back here to the line for Fleming. Knocked down there by Dobbs. Trying to get it in. Fleming can't shoot. Kept trying to keep it in here on the other side. Shot right past. Stopped by Nolan Hardy. Found by Oshawa. Not out. Bovin kept that in. Boyvin kept that in, sorry. Right back in behind the goal. Phoenix drops it from behind his own net. A chance to lead it out here for Fleming out of his own end. Drops it back here to the line now. Lead pass to bring it in. It's another opportunity here for Howard and Quinn. Back here to the line. It's coming out. That's going to be offside. Sterling picks it off. Ethan Sterling with that puck through center will dump this all the way in. Skips it all the way in on goal over the net. From behind their own net now is Central Ontario to try and flip it away. That goes over the stick. Naish is coming back after it in his own end. Zach Naish will get it over here to the other side now for Hutchings. He takes a hit by Howard as they try and bring it in. Sterling from his own zone gets it over here for Naish. With a stretch pass through center, they try and bring it in. Mason Gallinaro brings it up over the line and shot it going wide. Coming around the boards here, back to the line for Naish again. A shot on net is tipped. Stopped there by Phoenix. Short-handed opportunities here for Oshawa. Gets covered up there by Phoenix. Faceoff got one right off the draw to get that shot away. It gets stopped there by Phoenix. Is off to the left, trying to win this draw. It gets knocked down there by Gallinaro, trying to get it out. Mason Gallinaro's shot goes up and high and wide. Sterling trying to keep it in now. It goes back in behind the goal. From behind the net. Here comes a chance for Central Ontario. They'll clear it away. That's going past Sterling, trying to get this back in his own end. Here comes 85 off to the corner. Takes a hit by Sterling. Trying to get this away with Jackman from out of his own end. Jackman hard shot. That gets blocked by Lee. Goes off to the corner again from behind the net. Trying to get this out in front with a pass to the side and can't bury it. 1 second left and that's going to do it for period number 1. 85 open up the scoring shorthanded. But it was Owen Dobbs who tied things up in that first period. Here comes a chance now for Chapman. He's going to take this draw. Davidson will lead off the second period. Blowen dumps it in. That goes over the stick there of Boyvin, who goes off to the corner. Boyvin dropped it to the other side, tipped away. Blowen coming back after it in his own end. Late pass here for Braden Davidson, tipped it away. Boyvin tries to put it back in the zone. Blowen going after it in his own end. Blowen from behind his own net to try and fire it around. That got kept in there by Boyvin, who dumps it in. That gets stopped there by Hardy, who holds on to it. Faceoff is trying to get one here. It goes back in behind the net. Trying to get it around here for Dobbs to tip it out of his own end. It'll come around the other side to try and get here for Higher as that goes off to the other side. Right in front of the goal. Here comes a chance to backhand it away by Bartlett. Knocked off his stick there by Bathgate. Davis Fires it around the boards here for Bartlett to try and bring it in. Bartlett's pass. Here's a shot, hitting a stick, going up into the netting, and out of play. Face-off got won there by Central Ontario. Pushing it behind the net there for Boyven, who tried to get it out. Nice pick-off by Jackman. Shot! Stopped there by Phoenix. Jackman now takes this offensive draw off to the right. Wins it. Sterling. Shot! Blocked away by Phoenix. Dobbs got his own rebound. Taken off his stick there by Boyven with a lead pass for O'Rourke. All the way back in comes O'Rourke to try and dump it in. Got kicked aside there by Hardy back into the corner. From behind the net, they try and dump it out in front. From behind the goal, he's tried to dump it up through center, and here comes Jackman away with it. Jackman coming up over the line, can't get through. Over the stick of O'Rourke as they try and keep it in. Captain here by Bartlett as they tried to get Owen Dobbs here on the other side. Dobbs will push this behind his own net as he tried to get it away from the defender. Walking it out there was Dobbs. Back here to the line for Sterling. A shot on net is redirected wide. Chapman coming after it now. He goes back here to the line for Naish with a shot on net. Hit a stick. It hit Fleming on the way through. Here comes Sterling after it now. Right in front of the goal. Over his stick. And slapped around there by Boyven. Hutchings can't get to on the other side. And now Sterling scripts it up. Sterling's pass was over here to the other side for Hutchings as he tried to pick it in. Up comes Chapman up over the line to try and get around Fleming. Chapman from behind the net now. Pushed into the front of the goal, right in front. Stopped there by Phoenix. Taken away by Central Ontario from their own end. That'll get dumped back into the corner, and that goes past Hardy and taken away. From behind the net, Bathgate right in front. They can't get one to the front of the goal. Picked up here again. Turnaround shot there by Quinn. Doesn't make it through. Hutchings is over there on the other side as well. Taken away here by Oshawa. They try and dump it out off the boards. Here comes a chance now, but it's going over the stick of Gallinaro all the way down for icing. Face-off is coming off to the left now of the Oshawa end. Bathgate is going to take this draw here for Central Ontario. It's off to the side and it'll be taken now, brought in by an opportunity for number 34. Court, tip it off the boards. Here comes a chance, and it's Gallinaro bringing it in against O'Shea. Can't get around the defender. Gallinaro from behind that takes a hit by O'Shea. Around the boards it goes to try and tip it out. Hutchings is coming after it as well against Davis. Up through center, dumped into the corner. Knocked down there by Davis in his own end. Gallinaro is going to pick this puck up. Mason Gallinaro dumps it in on goal. Gets stopped by Phoenix on that bouncing puck on net. And he'll just hold on to it. Jackman's now going to take this offensive draw off to the right of Phoenix. Wins it cleanly. Back for Brant, who now gets Davis. Pushed off to the side. In behind the goal goes Jackman after it. Walking out. Here's a pass for Davidson. Just over his stick on that opportunity. Around the boards got kept in by Kobe Heyer. Heyer again keeps it in. He's got to get around the defender with some nice moves. Pushes one to the net. It gets broken away by Central Ontario's Fleming. Hard off the boards here, up through center, over the stick of O'Rourke. From their own end, flips it up. That's going over the stick here, and Lee tries to dump it back in, knocked down there in his own end by an opportunity for Davidson. Bringing it up through center, Braden Davidson's pass is just over to the reach of Riley Brandt from the left side. Here comes another chance, shot on net, whistled in wide, coming around here for Jackman. But Davis will take it instead. Fleming. From behind the goal is going to take a hit by Riley Brandt. They'll try and dump this out in front here and taken away by Nolan Lee, who tips it out. Over the stick of Jackman, onto the stick of Davis. And that shot goes wide past Riley Brandt to try and dump it out in front. That was over the stick of Jackman trying to keep it in. Here comes a chance for Davis, a shot. Blocked away there by Phoenix. Off to the corner again. Jackman trying to win the battle. Walking out there was Jackman. He couldn't get free to the front of the net. Ethan Jackman with it now. Got it back here for Davis. Here's a shot on net. It's going to be redirected. Davidson can't find the loose puck there. Still loose from the side, and Phoenix has got to hold on to that as it got jammed out in front of the net. Face-off got won by Central Ontario. Back in behind the net. Chapman trying to win this battle here on the other side with Owen Dobbs. Dobbs gets free. Here comes a chance, and he just slid it in wide. Bartlett coming after it. Jacob Bartlett and Ethan Chapman are in that corner. Taken away here by Central Ontario. Dobbs will pick it off. He's trying to take one to the center of the net. And that got swept away from him. Knocked off the puck there was Bartlett, and Dobbs dishes it off. Cleared out and back into the zone is Zach Nish. Off the boards. Here comes Bartlett, but he couldn't get the pass. Henzo from his own end will go for that lead pass. He finds Bathgate. The two of them played well together. They played together in Peterborough for the last couple of years before coming to Central Ontario. Henzo will keep this in. Or Mador kept that in, sorry. Here comes a chance here for Chapman. Dropping it off. Here comes a shot to the net. That goes over the stick. Still loose from the side to try and dump it in. From behind the net, they set it up in front. Went over the stick, and here comes Bathgate. Bathgate from his own end. Taken off his stick there by Sterling, who came back. And now Ethan Sterling will lead the rush and drop it off for Jackman. Jackman, shot! Doesn't make it through. It got blocked on the way through. Late pass, and Bathgate, or number 95, was on his own, but it rolled over his stick, or he would have had a clear breakaway on net. But he just stumbled at the line, and that cost him from taking that pass. But now he brings it in, and that's Bagshaw who missed that pass at the line. He would have had a clear breakaway there. There's a shot. Phoenix stands up to make that save off Gallinaro. Max Hutchings drops it off to the corner. Bagshaw will pick it off. Bagshaw with a pass here to the other side. Court couldn't get it out of his own end. O'Shea's lead pass is knocked down by LePage, and that goes off into the Oshawa bench. Stays in play though. Jackman behind the net trying to get it away from O'Shea. Ethan Jackman with that loose puck now. Jackman still strong on that puck, keeps it alive and tries to get around Court. Takes it in behind the goal. Jackman with some good steady skating, keeps control of it. Now spins away from Nolan Lee and puts it down low. Right in front! They score! From the side of the net, the Generals tip it in and take their first lead of the game at 2-1. I believe it was Hutchings who tipped that in from the side of the net, but that all started with the strong play by Jackman, keeping control of the puck and going all the way around the rink in the offensive end, strong on his skates, and there was a setup at the side of the net, and Max Hutchings tipped it in front of the goal, and the Generals now have the lead. Chapman trying to get this to try and dump it up there for Riley Brandt, dumping it in. Fleming will pick that up and get it over here for Boyven, over his stick. Here comes a chance for Chapman as it gets tipped away. Emerson Davis with that puck here from center to try and dump it in. That was against Howard. Late pass over the stick of Chapman and knocked down here by Fleming. Boyven with a chance. Knocked down by Davidson as he tried to put it in. Davidson's passes are broken up. And here comes a chance now for Bathgate to bring it up. Bathgate's coming in. He's got to get around the defender of Davis. He puts it out in front, taken away by Chapman. Good job by him. And they come back up the other way. Leading it up over the line. He's got to get around Fleming. And he puts the brakes on. Good job by Brandt. And the Generals are getting caught for too many men on the ice, though. Too many men on the ice. Penalty goes to Oshawa. So a chance to tie here for Central Ontario on a power play. Here comes a shot. Taken away. And a chance now for Jackman. Short-handed. He's going to go all the way in. Gets taken down as he gets tripped up. He got tangled up just enough there. And Fleming hits his man into the boards. Bye-bye power play to Central Ontario. Jackman's going to take this offensive draw just off to the right now of the Central Ontario end. Waiting for the penalty to go up on the clock here to Fleming. He got 2 minutes for boarding. Capped in by Sterling. Shot on net. Redirected. His high stick down. Once Dobbs touches it, it's going to be, the whistle is going to get blown. As that's an opportunity here for Central Ontario. Late pass for Howard, who dropped it off. Here comes Court. Court can't get through. He lost his footing. Here comes Howard now right in front of the net. Taken away there by Central Ontario. They'll skate this from out of their own end and try and get three back up the other way, led up by Sterling. Up over the line, he drops it for Jackman. Jackman short-handed chances, puts off. Back here to the line, over the stick. Now it's an opportunity to go for Bathgate. Bathgate brings us up over the line. Shot on net. And he's stopped there by Nolan Hardy, or he might have hit the post as the referee gave the no goal sign, so it might have hit the post in behind Nolan Hardy. And the Generals catch a break. Here comes a chance now. Bathgate trying to throw this up in front. Can't get one to the front of the net. Tipped away. Zach Nash will be back up there on his own end. Right in front of the goal. Here comes a chance. Tipped away. Kept in there by Quinn with a shot. Hit a man in the front. And the other rebound couldn't get buried in. Generals send it down. And that's not going to be icing. Boyven from his own end. They're looking for that lead pass now. Here comes a chance for Quinn. He's going to get hit there on the other side. And we're getting a penalty coming up here to Oshawa. And so the Central Ontario Wolves will go back to their power play again with that penalty that goes up to Chapman for 2 minutes. We have 4:50 left to go here in this second period. Generals have a 2-1 lead on the go-ahead goal by Mark Hutchings here in the second period. Your goal scorers, number 85, opened up the scoring in the first period for Central Ontario with a shorthanded goal. Owen Dobbs tied things up, and then this goal here in the second by Hutchings. Here's a shot fired over the glove hand of Hardy. From their own end, O'Shea now. Backhanded pass. Got it up there for Bathgate over his stick. Trying to tip it back in. That goes over the stick here, and here comes Henzo back in his own end. Henzo will take this from behind his own goal and now start it out. Henzo had Bartlett on him. Lead pass is broken up. Here comes Braden Davidson. He's got to get around O'Shea for the opportunity, though. Taken away here by Cowart. Cowart from his own end dropped it off for Bagshaw. Bagshaw tried to make his way through. He had to get around Elliot Bluen, and Bluen stood him up. It goes off to the side now. Picked off here by Bathgate as he tried to keep it in. Bathgate is battling hard to try and keep that puck in here at the line. Digging away at it. Still there on the other side, and they try and get it free. That's Fleming. Here comes a chance. Right pad stop there by Hardy. Back here to the line now. It's Fleming. Over here to the other side, trying to shoot a puck through a screen. Here's a shot that goes to the net. And it's another opportunity to try and keep it in. Back here to the other side, over the stick of Bathgate. Bathgate didn't like the way he had the entry, so now he brings it in. Bathgate gets around the defender and walks in. Bathgate! Stopped there by Hardy, right in close. And the Generals will clear it away. 20 seconds left to go on the penalty to Chapman now. Phoenix drops it off behind his own goal for Fleming. Fleming's pass for Boyven as they move this around well, trying to find an open lane. That pass was broken up. Here comes Mason Gallinaro. Shot on net. Stopped by Phoenix. Still loose. Gallinaro can't collect his own rebound. Penalty to Chapman is over. Here comes Howard, though, bringing it in. Howard is up over the Oshawa line and couldn't shoot it. Back from their own end is Boyven after it. Gallinaro and Boyven after the loose puck. O'Shea will move this away here for center for Howard. Can't get around the defender now. Here comes a chance to try and dump it in by Medor. Back off to the corner. Emerson Davis will get here to the other side to try and dump it in. Chapman will slip it away. Here comes a chance. Mason Gallinaro will dump it in right on goal. Phoenix steers it off to the left. Chapman trying to win the battle behind the net now for O'Shea. Over the stick, Riley Brandt there on the other side as well. It's back to the line for Zach Nish. His shot will hit a stick and go off to the corner. Still loose there from the side. O'Shea is trying to get it back here to the line and couldn't get there. Chapman is digging it as well. It's still loose back here to the line for Ethan Sterling. A shot, left pad stop, still loose from the side. He's trying to bang it away at it. And it's going to get covered up there in the crease by Phoenix. Jackman's going to take this draw off to the left, along with Owen Dobbs. Taken away by Central Ontario as they try and dump it in. Flipped off to the corner here, and that is O'Rourke who can't get to it. Here comes a chance for Sterling with a pass. They'll try and get it up through center and bring it in. Big collision as Dobbs got stuck in between number 85. Pass out in front, rolled in, stopped by Phoenix. Here comes another chance. Trying to throw it up in front here. Good moves by Jackman from behind the net to try and set it up. Stays strong on his feet. Finally tripped up. And that is going to be a penalty coming to Central Ontario as Jackman drew the penalty by staying well on his skates until he finally had to get hauled down for the call. Face-off now is coming off to the left of the Central Ontario end, and Jackman wins the draw. For Sterling to Brandt. Riley Brandt trying to step into it. Not going to happen. Here comes Sterling. Shot! That goes wide past the right pad, and now it's again Riley Brandt putting it behind the goal for Braden Davidson now. Davidson back here to the line, and it's Jackman pushing it off here. Here's a pass to the side. We're getting a two-man advantage as Mason Gallinaro was taken down. Out in front, we'll get an interference penalty. Jackman will take this offensive draw here for the Oshawa Generals, just off to the right of the Central Ontario end. Off to the right of Phoenix. It's going to be a two-man advantage for 1 minute and 40 seconds. Riley Brandt walking it out. Here comes a chance. Drops it back. Sterling picks it up. Ethan Sterling to the other side. Here comes a chance now. Sterling gets it. Shot with a rolling puck to the front of the goal. Stopped by Phoenix. Still loose. And the puck was still loose there in front of the net, but the referee blew the whistle. Face-off is off to the right of Phoenix. Won by Oshawa. Riley Brandt back here to the line for Sterling. Ethan Sterling back here to the side. Jackman. Brandt scores! They tried that play so many times yesterday it didn't convert. That one will convert to the back of the net for a power play goal to make it 3-1 Oshawa. Face-off is won by Oshawa. Winning it back here to the line. Here comes a pass up here for Jackman, who brings it in. Jackman, right move, right in. Stopped by Phoenix, and the net comes off the moorings. Face-off now is coming off to the left of the Central Ontario end, and it's going to be Jackman who's going to take this draw. And who's going to come in here to take it for? It's going to be Fleming. 6 seconds. Might be one more time for Romo draw. Cleared away by Nolan Lee. Not out. Shot. Got blocked on the way through by Court. And that's the final block here of this second period. Mike Hutchings gave Oshawa the lead here in the second, making it 2-1. And then that two-man advantage, Oshawa took advantage with a goal by Riley Brandt, putting them up by 2 to go to the third period. Here we go to start off period number 3 here from the Del Park Arena. Generals with a 3-1 lead and a power play still for 1 minute and 13 seconds to try and pad on to it to start off the third. Here comes Zach Nash with a pass for Davis as they move it up. Bartlett will tip that in the rest of the way. Off to the corner, comes around the boards. Kept in here by Nash from the line. And Nash will push it back in behind the net here for Bartlett to try and get here on the right side. From behind the goal, he tried to set it up. It goes back here to the line for Bartlett. Back for Davis, over his stick at the line. Picked up here by Nash. Over here to the other side, they look for a pass from Davis, who reaches for Bartlett at the line, coming in. Hutchings was waiting for a pass out in front of the net that doesn't reach him. Walking away from the defender, he's going to walk it out. Goes back here to the line, Emerson Davis. Can't shoot, he pushes it off to the side. Davis again. Right off to the side here for Nash. For Davis. Can't shoot, now try for a shot. That goes over the stick of a chance for Moshe. Back here to the line again for Nash. That's a chance for Davis now. Can't shoot, but he'll set it up for a one-time. That goes into the corner. Zach Nash will keep this in. Back over here to the other side, trying to shoot this. It's a Nash shot, getting blocked there in front. Nash gets it back. He's tried to fire it back in behind the goal. Trying to walk this out here from the corner, sending one to the net. Right in front, knocked down there by Phoenix as he tries to find the loose puck there. Generals are trying to find it as well, and Central Ontario come away with it. Let out here by Quinn up over the line. Quinn a shot. Flagged out of the air by Nolan Hardy, who holds on to it. Faceoff got won by Bathgate. That goes over the stick of Hensel from the line as Jackman tried to find the loose puck. Nolan Lee going back up in his own end. Lee with Jackman on him now. Spins away from him and takes it back in his own zone. Hensel fanned on the pass on the clearing attempt. Jackman sets it up from the side, but it was out of the reach of Davidson, who's got to race off to the corner to try and get it. Back here to the line for Elliot Bluin. Bluin a shot, hitting a stick, and going up and out of play. Face-off is trying to get one here from Jackman. It goes back in behind the net for Dobbs, who's trying to push him off the puck. Davidson, he can't get one back here to the line. Dobbs would take away from the corner, taken away here by Central Ontario. Trying to get this from their own end. It gets tipped in, knocked down by Elliot Bluin. Bluin tried to dump this back in the zone. It's going to go skating right back into the corner as that's going to go in behind the net. Play still going on. Knocked down by Braden Davidson, who tries to put it in from behind the net. From in behind the goal, Fleming will try and fire it around. It goes up through center. Over the stick of Kobe Heyer, who tried to backhand it in. Right on net. That's going to get stopped there on the way through by Phoenix, who's going to hold on to it. And now they're telling him to play it, and they're going to get a penalty instead for a delay of game. Looks like it was a delay of game penalty. They were telling Phoenix to play the puck, but instead he tried to hold on to it, and I guess that's what he got. He might have got a delay of game penalty. Here comes Sterling a shot, trying to take advantage of it, and it goes into his glove hand. Face-off is off to the left of Phoenix. Back in behind the goal. Davidson around the boards. Trying to get this back here to the line. Here comes a chance now for Brandt. From the line, he tried to walk it in. He goes back in behind the goal now. Sterling with the pass. Can't shoot. Keeps control. Shot! That goes over the left pad there of Phoenix. Trying to keep this in here from the blue line there was Jackman. Tipped out. That's going to get knocked down here by Sterling at center. Ethan Sterling with the pass here to the other side. Trying to bring it in here for Brand, who comes up over the line. Riley Brandt taking it from behind the goal now. Coming around the boards here for another opportunity. It goes back here for Jackman, who can't shoot. Braden Davidson might have an opportunity. Instead, he tried passing it for a one-timer that went over the stick and gets cleared down the ice. Nolan Hardy, that goes over his stick as he tried to play it. Jackman's going to be on this puck. He's trying to get it away and skate away with it. He's got to get around Mador for an opportunity now. Jackman a shot. It goes off a skate and goes into the corner. Trying to get this here back to the line there was Chapman. It's back in behind it. It goes in behind the net. Nolan Hardy will drop this from behind his own goal now for Jackman. Jackman from behind his own net with a lead pass for Hutchings going over his stick. Mador hard off glass back into the Oshawa end. Kobe Heyer on that loose puck will set it up. That goes over the stick of Davis. Trying to dump it in here. Knocked off the puck there from Hutchings. Over the stick here comes O'Shea after it now. O'Shea fires it in. That goes over Bathgate as they try and bring it in for Davis. Davis's pass was almost broken up there by Henzo on the other side. Chapman from his own end. Good job to get around the defender. And now he brings it in. Ethan Chapman right to the front of the net. Fires it in wide and over the net. Face-off is coming off now to the left of the Central Ontario end. Rolling into the front of the goal. Capping, and then there was Bartlett who tried to backhand it away. From behind the net goes Chapman after it. Can't get there. Cleared away here by Quinn with a pass. Over the stick. Kept in here by Kobe Heyer to try and dump it in the zone. From their own end, that's going to be Quinn skating after this. Quinn will try and dump it in. That goes over the stick of Heyer. Right on goal to be steered away by Hardy now. Heyer from behind his own net now. Will skate this away from his own zone with a pass. That goes over the stick there of Max Hutchings, who tried to tip it in. Hutchings had to get around Fleming for an opportunity as it gets cleared away. Quinn with that loose puck. That goes knocked down at center as he tried to flip it in here for Max Hutchings. Can't get through. Through on the other side there was Sterling, who couldn't get to the front of the net. From behind their own goal, it's an opportunity now. Max Hutchings tried to keep his man there in front of the net. Here comes a chance now to try and skid away with it with Bathgate. From his own end, Nolan Lee can't get it out of his own zone. They'll skate this away with a pass just over the stick there of Cowart, who brings it in. Cowart is in offside. Digging away at this puck to start off the face-off. Zach Nish getting it here to the other side to try and dump it in. Picked off here by Central Ontario as they try and bring it in over the stick of Davidson and up through center for Gallinero. Mason Gallinero shot. Hit a defender, Hensel, and goes up and out of play. Face-off is off to the left now of the Central Ontario end. Gallinero and Dobbs trying to dig away at the loose puck. Taken away here by an opportunity with a lead pass. Here comes Naish after it. Zach Naish from his own end will drop it off. With a lead pass up through center for Gallinero over his stick. From their own end with a lead pass. Knocked down here by Hensel, but taken away by Owen Dobbs. Dobbs got it up through center for Gallinero with a shot on net. Stopped there by Phoenix. Got enough of it to make that save. Naish shot from the line. Blocked away by Phoenix. Another chance here to keep it in. Flipped up there with Davidson. That's going to be a penalty coming to Bathgate for tripping. From their own end, Oshawa starting out with Sterling up over the line. Sterling with a dump in. Knocked down here by O'Shea out in front, and Bathgate will go to the box for the trip. Face-off is off to the right of the North Central end as Phoenix is getting ready to take the draw. Phoenix is getting ready in the Central end, but we're going to have a stoppage in play here first. Now we're ready to take the draw. Trying to take the shot here to the front of the net. It goes in behind the goal. Gallinero is waiting at the front there for the pass. But it's kept on the stick of Jackman, though. Ethan Jackman back here to the line for Bluin. Trying to set it up here. What a pass over there for Riley Brandt. And it's right to the front of the goal. Can't bury it. Taken away here by Oshawa. Back here to the line for Bluin. Elliot Bluin can't get to the front of the net. Tipped away past him and out. Bluin from center now. Backhanding it over here for Ethan Jackman. Jackman's pass was knocked down. Here comes a chance for Medor to dump it in. Coming off to the corner for Elliot Bluin. Bluin from behind his own net will start this out. Here comes a chance to skate away with it for Bluin. He goes end to end. Stopped there by Phoenix, but the rebound for Gallinero trying to put it in. Can't do it. Taken away by Central Ontario. Not out. Good job by Jackman. But we're going to get a penalty coming up here to Oshawa, though. Face-off is off to the right now of the Oshawa end. Howard trying to win the draw against Court. Flips it over here against Court. Back into the corner goes LePage after it. Court trying to walk this out. He goes back to the line again. Here comes another opportunity here for Court as he tried to get around Emerson Davis. Court is walking out. Can't shoot. Taken away by Dobbs from his own end. Dobbs is coming up over the line shorthanded. No, not shorthanded. It's 4-on-4 hockey because of the penalty to Bathgate as well. Sorry. Here comes a chance. Going off to the corner was Howard to try and get free. From in behind that there was Court. Court will leave this off to the side. Back here to the line for Fleming. Fleming can't shoot. He had Chapman in his vision. Fired it around the boards. Kept in here from the line. Pushing off to the corner now. Walking it out. Here comes a chance for Court who can't get there. Dobbs is trying to pick this up from his own end. The late pass for Ethan Chapman to try and get through. He's trying to get around Fleming, but couldn't do so. From his own end, he tried and get it out. Cleared away and knocked down from center by Elliot Bluin. Bluin from his own end will send this in right on goal. Kicked off there by Phoenix. Fleming will take this from his own end and try and lead it in. His pass was over the stick there of Bathgate. Down the ice for icing. Face-off is just off to the left of the goal. Here comes a chance to win this draw back off to the line. He's trying to win this battle off here in the corner as they try and dig this out. It's coming back here to the line to try and dump it in. It's off here to the corner to try and dump it out. Here comes a chance to keep that in. That comes out through center. Here comes a chance to dump it in. And it's Bathgate up over the line. He loses the puck. Cleared out past O'Shea down the ice for icing. Face-off is off to the right of the Oshawa end, and it's going to be Howard who takes this draw. Versus Jackman who wins it. From behind the Sterling to try and get it out. Tipped away. Brandt racing after that rolling puck now. It's Riley Brandt to try and get this up in front. He can't get run to the front of the goal. It's in behind the net now. They try and set this up. Goes back here to the line. Here comes a shot on goal. That hit a stick and went in wide. Trying to get this out of his own end. Kept in by Zach Nash from the line of shot. Hitting a stick and going up off the netting and out of play. Jackman's going to take this draw now just off to the left of the Central Ontario end. Right in front, and Brandt's going to fire that in wide. Here comes a chance to clear it away. It gets flipped away from center, and here comes a chance to bring it in. All the way in for Bathgate, up over the line. He can't get through. Or Bagshaw, sorry. Bagshaw from behind the net. Tried to throw it out front for Bathgate, and that gets tipped away. Not out of the zone, though. Another chance to clear, and here comes Riley Brandt with the loose puck. He scored the insurance marker in the second period. This one he's going to bury into the chest, though, of Phoenix for a face-off. Face-off now is off to the left of the Central Ontario end. Trying to win this draw back deep in the left of Phoenix. Chapman's going to take this draw. He gets kicked out of the draw. Here comes a chance now. Hensel's going to come in to take it. Chapman trying to win it, gets it back here to the line. Here comes a chance to shoot the puck, and that's Elliott Bluen pushing it off to the corner for Chapman now. Chapman can't get around the defender as he puts it back in behind the goal now. It's in behind the net to try and dig this puck free off that left side. Here comes a pass up through center. They're bringing it in. Here comes an opportunity now for number 10. That is... Here comes a shot by Bathgate getting blocked. Quinn turnaround shots, not getting through. It's back in behind the net again. Number 10, Boyven tried to throw it up in front. That got blocked. Oshawa take it away as they skate with it through center, led up by Ethan Chapman. Chapman coming up over the line with a shot, hitting a stick and going in wide off the back end glass. And then Phoenix is tripped up by Chapman coming into the zone. Phoenix trying to get back up to his feet, and we'll get a whistle. Face-off now is coming off to the left of the Central Ontario end as both we're going to have matching penalties. 4 minutes went up on the clock there for Central Ontario, though. So it might be a 4-minute power play here for Oshawa. No. There's a 4-minute that went to Central Ontario, and 2 minutes went up there to Chapman on the board. Penalties are now taken off the board, so must have been an even up. We're playing 5-on-5 hockey still. Here comes a chance to clear this away. Knocked down here by Ethan Jackman with some nice moves, but he's fired in wide of the net past Phoenix. Kobe Heyer tried to keep it in here from the blue line. He's getting held up there on the other side. Tipped away here by an opportunity by Court, who can't get through as Heyer was hooking him up, and we'll get a penalty coming up here for hooking. Face-off now is just off to the left of the Oshawa end. Jackman trying to win that draw. Goes back here to the line. Hits Fleming. Can't shoot. Pushes it off to the side. Here comes Bathgate now. Bathgate will set it up with a shot going over the stick. And we're getting, no, not penalty. They're pulling Phoenix for the extra attacker. So it'll be a 2-man advantage now for Central Ontario because of the penalty to Heyer. It'll be a 6-on-4 opportunity now. Howard was offside. Face-off gets won there by Oshawa. Right back in behind the goal goes Nation around the boards. Knocked down by Fleming in his own end. Right back up through center. Here comes a chance to bring it in for Bathgate up over the line. Bathgate's shot is blocked. Cleared away, but Fleming held the line. Fleming tried to keep it in. Back down low here for a chance. He throws it up in front. Here comes Boyven. Shot got blocked by Dobbs. And Quinn picks it up. Back here to the line for Fleming. Oshawa can just dump it down and maybe get lucky for an open net. And Dobbs tried that and couldn't get to it. Now he gets cleared away. Fleming will scoop that up in his own end now. Fleming from his own zone will start this out. He'll lead it up over the line with a pass who got up there for Bathgate, who brings it up over the line. Bathgate. He was in behind the goal, and Nash will fire it around. Boyven's right here, but it goes over his stick. Taken away here by Ethan Jackman to try and get free. Jackman's getting away through one. He's got to get to the front of the net, and he's got an open goal to shoot at. One of his easiest of the year as Jackman puts it into the open cage to make it 4-1. will go down as a shorthanded goal for Jackman as well, because Generals were killing off a power play. So the Generals got a power play goal tonight, won by Brant, and they also get a shorthanded goal. That one will go to Jackman. Blowing, dumping it in, right on goal, gets stopped by Phoenix, who kicks that aside. Taken away here by Central Ontario to try and flip it in. Trying to get this was Blowing, lost his control off his footing. So it was night and day for the Generals in the last 2 nights. They got shut out against Whitby last night 5-0, but they triple up on Central Ontario on this night. It's going to be a 4-1 victory and their second victory over the Central Ontario Wolves this year, as Oshawa can celebrate this victory and split. They're back-to-back this week, and now they're going to travel for a late game in Markham on Saturday. We'll see you then. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.